the President and First Lady landed in Florida and are now visiting a Florida hospital where victims of the high school massacre were taken, and some are still being treated. Earlier in the late afternoon, Donald and Melania deplaned Air Force One. The President was seen searching for her hand, but he only managed to grab a thumb. As the first couple walked down the steps, the President searchingly looks for her hand, grasping, only to catch Melania's thumb, as the first couple clambered down the jet's rolling staircase. After the couple completely disembarked the stairs, Melania swiftly walked around the SUV waiting on the tarmac, before they were whisked away. The icy interaction follows a Friday report with an interview with a Playboy playmate alleging she had an affair with a not-yet President Trump in 2006. She is the second woman to make such a claim against the newly wedded Donald within 2006. The flight started off equally cold, as the First Lady broke with tradition when she unexpectedly arrived at and boarded Air Force One on Friday in D.C. without her husband. An advisory had the President and First Lady departing the White House and flying to Palm Beach together. As journalists were waiting on the South Lawn for the Marine One departure, a reporter on the plane said that Melania had not only arrived at Joint Base Andrews, but she was already on the government aircraft awaiting takeoff. President Trump walked out of the Oval Office alone a few minutes later and boarded his helicopter without stopping to speak to the press. Earlier today, a bombshell account from a Playboy playmate who claims that she had a year-long affair with President Trump appeared in The New Yorker. Karen McDougal says the real estate scion used his money and power to get her in bed and then ensure her silence. McDougal says she and President Trump met back in 2006 at a party that was hosted by Hugh Hefner at the Playboy Mansion. President Trump took an immediate liking to her, she later wrote in her journal, noting that one of the magazine's marketing executives joked, "Wow, he was all over you, I think you could be his next wife." His third wife, Melania, was back in New York with the couple's 3-month-old child Barron at the time, and shortly after the party McDougal says she was invited to have dinner with President Trump in his private bungalow at the Beverly Hills Hotel. McDougal wrote that the meeting culminated with the pair's first sexual encounter, and when they were done, Trump offered to give her money. McDougal says she began to see Trump whenever he was in Los Angeles, which at the time was quite often due to his work on The Apprentice. It would always be at the same bungalow, and President Trump would always have the same meal, said McDougal, who was also quite impressed by the fact that he never drank alcohol. The affair soon moved out of the bungalow and into the real world, however, with McDougal claiming she met Trump's children, got a private tour of his New York City residence and began flying around the country so the two could be together. The affair would ultimately last 10 months, and it would be 10 years after it ended that McDougal would find herself silenced after signing a $150,000 deal with media company AMI, which is owned by President Trump's close friend David Pecker. One such event was the Lake Tahoe Golf Tournament, the same place where Trump allegedly began an affair with porn star Stormy Daniels that same year. Please subscribe channel. Thank you for watching.